I'd like to call to order the Isabella County Board of Commissioners regular meeting. Let's start out with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey, Madam Clerk, will you do a roll call, please?
Weber,
Here.
Commissioner Campbell,
Here.
Commissioner Jablonski,
Here.
Commissioner Ingber,
Here.
Commissioner Marino,
Here.
Commissioner Swaney.
Here.
Here. All present, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Okay, next up, we have an approval of the agenda. Tonight, we'll start off with general public comment on agenda items only. We have no presentation, the special report. We have appointments to make, mostly to the opioid advisory committee. We'll do the consent agenda. We have 12 items on our committee reports. We have no governmental affairs committee. We have the administrator's controller's report. We have no unfinished business, no new business. We will go again, have an opportunity for general public comment on any topic. We'll then have announcement by commissioners, and then we'll do an adjournment. Are there any additions or subtraction to the agenda as presented?
I'll move adoption of the agenda as presented.
Support. Been moved by Jelisinski, supported by Swaney. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. We have an agenda. At this time, I'd like to open it up to general public comment on agenda items only. As normal, please state your name, restrict your comments for 3 minutes. And we have an open mic. I really don't see anybody moving in. And I don't see anybody online, so we will close that. There will be another opportunity to make a comment on any item. So at this time, I will close general public comment on agenda items only. We have no presentations and special reports. Let's move right on to appointments to boards and commission. And I'm going to mix this up a little bit because we want Commissioner Jelisinski to do the opioid. So Commissioner Marino, you want to take item A?
Sure. Move to appoint Dr. Petra Rahman, MD, as Deputy Medical Examiner for the County of Isabella, effective immediately.
Is there support?
Support.
Been moved by Marino, supported by Weber. I'm going to give it to discussion. This is a motion. Want to talk?
No, it's just basically saying that there was a position vacated, Dr. David Moon. This is through Sparrow Health Systems, in which we have our contract for medical examiner services through December 31st of this year.
Okay, pretty simple.
Or formality is one of the two deputies that we have for this.
I think we've contracted with Sparrow for a medical examiner for as long as I can remember. Which Sparrow became University of Michigan Health / Sparrow.
Okay, Madam Clerk, let's do a roll call on this one. We did.
No, that one.
Okay, with that, let's proceed to vote on favor of making this appointment, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. We will make that appointment. I don't know what Commissioner Jelisinski handled these because there's some explanations, and he's been the one that did the opioid committee, so he'll handle the next 3 or 4 up to item E. So, Commissioner, what's up?
First one is B, and this is a chairperson's request for nominations for one opening on the opioid advisory committee at large, representing a provider of opioid substance use disorder recovery support services for an initial term ending December 31st, 2028, or until a successor is appointed. I would like to place in nomination Anna Winters.
Support.
It's been moved and supported that we nominate Anna Winters. Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations?
Mr. Chairman, I'll move that we close nominations and cast a unanimous ballot.
Support.
Been moved by Hope, supported by Jelzinski, that we cast unanimous ballot for Anna Winters. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. We'll make that appointment.
Number C, chairperson's request for one opening on the opioid advisory committee at large with living or lived experience with opioid substance use disorder for initial term ending December 31st, 2026, or until a successor is appointed. I'd like to place Jeremy Bennett in nomination for this opening.
Support.
Been moved by Jelzinski, supported by Swaney. Um,
And it does have alternate there, but disregard that. This is the primary appointment for this position.
okay, is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations? I guess I should allow some time if somebody wants to make a comment on the nominees, but I think discussed quite a few during the finance committee, so.
I will move that we close nominations and cast a unanimous ballot for Jeremy Bennett.
Support.
Been moved by Hope, supported by Marino, to cast unanimous ballot to Jeremy Bennett. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Okay, we'll make that appointment.
D, chairperson's request for one opening on the opioid advisory committee at large with living or lived experience with opioid substance use disorder for initial term ending December 31st, 2028, or until a successor is appointed. I'd like to place Rose Jackson in nomination for this position.
Support.
Moved by Jelzinski, supported by Marino. Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations?
Chairman, I'll move that we close nominations and cast a unanimous ballot for Rose.
Support.
Been moved by Hope, supported by Swaney.
Steve
Excuse me, I didn't catch that.
Which one?
Oh. Okay, any more discussion? If not, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor of making that nomination unanimously, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. We'll make that appointment.
Item E, chairperson's request for one member to the opioid advisory committee at large, serving Isabella County residents as a licensed professional counselor or certified advanced alcohol and drug counselor for initial term ending December 31st, 2028, until a successor is appointed. I'd like to place Amy Campbell's name in nomination for this appointment.
Support.
Moved by Jelzinski, supported by Marino. I know you guys were kind of
Second at the same time.
to nominate Amy Campbell. Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations?
Chairman, I'll move that we close nominations and cast a unanimous ballot for Amy Campbell.
Support.
Been moved by Hopes and supported by Weber. Any more discussion?
I was just going to say, with approval of these individuals for these positions, the committee stands at 11 of 13 members. We still have a tribal member coming from Behavior Health, and we did receive an email on that. They're going to be hiring a new, I think, Assistant Director of Behavior Health, and that person will be appointed to the committee after the hiring. And I think Community Mental Health has one more position to make. But it gives us enough now that we'll be able to call the meeting together and start the work of getting our forms ready.
Meeting schedule?
No, I'm going to ask one of these more computer literate members of the committee to do a online meeting. I'm not sure what those apps are called anymore, but meeting
Survey
app,
monkey type thing.
so we can find a date and time that's gonna work for.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know, and you probably know this already, but there's another settlement with the Sackler family, so we will be getting some more money to fight this horrible crisis in our county.
Okay. Any more discussion? Seeing none, there's a motion on the floor to cast unanimous ballot to Amy Campbell. With that, all in favor of casting unanimous ballot for Amy Campbell, signify by aye.
Aye.
Same, we will make that appointment, so. Okay, thank you for all the work you've done on this, Commissioner Jelizinski. We appreciate it. Commissioner Swaney, you want to start us back off on track?
Got off
Consent
track?
agenda.
All right. Consent agenda, motion, move to approve and place on file the November 4th, 2025 regular meeting minutes and the November 12th, 2025 Finance Committee of the Whole minutes.
Support.
Moved by Swaney, supported by Jelizinski to approve the consent agenda. Any more discussion? Seeing none, let's vote. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Thank you. Commissioner Weber, seemed like you always get this one.
Yep.
Committee reports. Finance Committee, Committee of the Whole. Number one, October 31st, 2025 invoice list, November 7th, 2025 invoice list, and the October 30th, 2025 adjustments list. Motion, move to ratify and place on file the October 31st, 2025 invoice list in the amount of $434,138.06. The November 7th, 2025 invoice list in the amount of $453,000, $384.44, and the adjustments list dated October 30th, 2025. Roll call.
Support.
Been moved by Weber, supported by Hope. Discussion, you want to take the October 31st?
Yes, sir. These lists were sent out previous to the Board of Commissioners. They were discussed at the Finance Committee, Committee of the Whole last Wednesday regarding this. The first page has all the invoices that are $5,000 or more. And out of the $434,138.06, the general fund portion of that is $236,311.62. Some of the larger items on this one is to Michigan Municipal Risk Management for $160,839 for liability and property insurance, and this is just a partial payment. We have a couple to Yo and Yo Technology for IT systems, Barracuda and Know Before annual subscriptions for various needs for the IT department.
Okay, any questions on that list? Okay, seeing next, let's go to the November 7th.
On the November 7th list, the total amount is $453,384.44. General fund portion is $199,815.33. Some large items on this is to the Mid-States Health Network for $76,255.65. This is a portion of the PA2 funds in which the county receives, but then a portion of that has to go back out to Mid-States Health Network for services rendered on that. We have MRP Properties, $17,604.20 for monthly rent on 510 and 614. We have payment to Hats for $6,730.70. And then various other ones. One in here I'd like to point out to Pete's Auto Body for $11,126.17, a repair truck from accident and community development. This money will be reimbursed back to the county from our insurance carrier.
Okay, any questions there? Okay, seeing none, let's go to the adjustment list.
On the adjustments list is a list of all the ones that are done either to void duplicate invoices or invoices that were reduced and or to avoid late fees. And to get early discounts, we have the traditional Consumers Energy, Gordon Food Service, and DTE. We did have a couple errors that were found and corrected I believe that there were 4 of them on this sheet that now reflect the correct amount.
Okay, any questions on the adjustment list? Any questions on the totality of the list? Okay, seeing none, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Yes.
Commissioner Weber, Commissioner Campbell,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioner Hope, you want to start us off?
Certainly. Item 2, fiscal year 26 Swift Insure Sanctions Probation Program Grant Contract. Motion move to approve the fiscal year 26 Swift Insure Sanctions Probation Program Grant Contract in the amount of $83,277 and authorize court administrator to utilize DocuSign to sign the same.
Support.
Moved by Hope, supported by Jazinski's discussion.
This is a program designed to reduce recidivism and bolster accountability through very structured supervision, frequent substance testing, and swift, consistent responses to non-compliance. So it's a little tougher than just your regular probation. The grant itself, we got about 60% less this year than we did last year. They do have some 2% money they can use for that program. And they're exploring other funding sources. Hopefully we can get through the year with that amount and not have to cut or reduce that program.
Okay, any more discussions? We've had this program for quite some time, so. Seeing no more discussion, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
No.
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope,
Yes.
Commissioner Weber,
Yes.
Commissioner Campbell,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Commissioner Campbell, you want to take the next one, please?
Yes. Fiscal year 26 adult DWI drug court grant contract. Move to approve the fiscal year 26 adult DWI drug court grant contract in the amount of $122,880 and authorize the court administrator to utilize DocuSign.
Support.
Been moved by Campbell, supported by Marino. Discussion. This is another program that we've did for years. Like I said, there's only one pot that we go and it keeps, we're lucky to get what we can because it keeps getting smaller as more people. I think we were one of the first counties to actually adopt these programs years ago.
It does say on there that the amount, it's the most they've ever received.
This one went up, yes.
Yeah, so it's not what we requested, but it's the most we've ever received, so that's a good thing.
Okay, any more discussion? Seeing none, let's proceed to vote. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope,
Yes.
Commissioner Weber,
No, yes.
Commissioner.
Sorry.
Campbell,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Yes.
Commissioner Engler.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Moreno, you want to take item 4, please?
Sure. FY 26 juvenile drug court grant agreement. The motion reads, move to approve the fiscal year 26 juvenile drug court grant contract in the amount of $104,448 and authorize the court administrator to utilize DocuSign to sign the same.
Support.
Been moved by Moreno, supported by Swaney. Weber. Yeah, I gotta pay attention when you guys are getting there. Discussion on this. Again, one of the programs that we've been involved in for years. It's definitely worth the effort. think they've had pretty good success rate, so.
Yeah, it's been since 2006.
Okay, any more discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Holt,
Yes.
Commissioner Weber,
Yes.
Commissioner Campbell,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Moreno,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner,
Yes,
7 ayes, 0 nays, motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
thank you, Commissioner Jelinski. You want to take the next item?
Reamer plumbing quote for boiler replacement. Motion reads, move to approve the Reamer plumbing quote to replace 3 boilers at the Commission on Aging at a cost of $23,908 per boiler, and approve budget amendment 2026-04 BOC, and authorize the board chairperson to sign the same. Support.
Been moved by Jelinski, supported by Hope. Discussion.
So my understanding is these are the original boilers. They're needing more and more parts, and I don't know if there's one not even functional now. The only question I have, and I apologize for not being at the committee meeting, but we have a purchase that's going to total about $72,000. So are we compliant with our purchasing policy? Because I didn't see where we had any competitive pricing and quotes on this.
This was an emergency, that does have there's a wording in there for emergency situations like that, because since we were down one and the other ones were having issues with it, we couldn't lose heat and water for the system stuff. So that's why we went with this company that have done other ones that we've worked with. They've done one for the trial court as well, that they're in the process of doing now. So it was an emergency situation, especially with the weather. Yep.
I know we've been working diligently trying to figure out ahead of time on fixes what we need to do. I know we got a roof coming up in a couple of years and some other boilers and stuff, so we're actually trying to put that in our budget, some of our contingency, because we haven't done, we just need to start looking at that a little bit more. So that was one of the things where, like I said, one boiler was already down, and then they had a couple more going out, and the repairs were getting, so.
Commissioner Jazinski, do you want me to put that in the minutes just in case it's ever brought up again? Do you want that in the minutes or not?
I'll leave that up to you. My question was been answered. I just wanted to make sure we were compliant with our policy.
Hold up, you ready?
All right.
Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Weber, Commissioner Campbell,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Holt,
Yes.
Commissioner Engel.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays, motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Commissioner Swaney. We got the right guy for this one.
Electronic recording application for direct submission e-recordings. Motion reads, move to approve the electronic recording application for direct submission e-recordings as presented. So last Tuesday, oh, sorry.
Moved by Swaney, supported by Jazinski. Okay, discussion.
All right, last Tuesday, Karen, Register of Deeds Director Karen R. Jackson came before the board at the Committee of the Whole and presented this application for motion to approve an e-recordings app. Last year, we had approved that the Register of Deeds could receive submissions for e-recordings to basically improve their workflow issues with many of their providers. And she has settled on this electronic recording app. And so all we have to do is approve it for her.
Okay, any more discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, roll call.
Commissioner Campbell,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Moreno,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Holt,
Yes.
Commissioner Weber,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays, motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Weber.
Number 7, U.S. Archives Incorporated Proposal for Record Storage. Motion reads, move to approve the proposal from U.S. Archives Incorporated for record storage proposal for a length of 1 year in the amount of $13,262.80 and authorize the board chairperson to sign the same.
Support.
Okay, it's been moved by Weber, supported by Swaney. Discussion. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that currently, our records having been moved into the rental facility are in a unsafe environment for, flooding and other types of issue. And this would move the materials off-site to a secured location that's run for these types of secure submissions. And I believe it included some microfilm recording of some of the materials, microfiche.
Yes, this is, I obtained current project estimate from this in amount to move and store our books and microfilm.
Yep.
And I actually, oh, go ahead. I'll
Like
take
I
my
said, it's a good
comments.
idea to protect those records. The only question I have, I guess I'm always one crossing the Ts, dotting the Is. Because this is a contract that's going to draw from the general fund for payment, do we need to have the chairman of the board's signature on this one? And not just Karen's.
I think on the signature policy, it authorized an elected official or me under a certain dollar amount to sign. I think she was sending this to the board just for their formal okay, but she would have authority to sign on that contract.
Forgot that we did amend that. Thank you.
Take that out then, authorize board chairperson to sign.
I'm the same.
I don't.
It's already in there.
So she can sign.
Okay.
Yep.
This offsite record keeping is over $1,000 a month. These documents have been in Isabella County, to my understanding, for all this time. I feel that we need to utilize the old jail that we currently have and possibly move these records over there. Therefore, they are in a stored, secure location, and we save the county over $13,000. I really don't see the added benefit of moving these documents off-site when they've always been housed here in the county.
Ken, there's one thing I didn't mention in my reprisal of Karen Jackson, as that was that currently the employees at the Register of Deeds can't get to the documents if they're requested. And this would not just be storing the documents for $13,000, but they would actually take in every document, identify it, tag it. When it was requested, they would be able to pull it for the Register of Deeds. So it's really also giving us a library system for all these documents.
Are the documents scanned right now into a cloud? Or no?
Oh, they're not. That's
Okay.
the process that we've talked about trying to get done.
She did say that this company can do that if we move forward. If we wanted to move forward with that.
Yeah, I think it's costs we're gonna have to look at, because when we're looking at the new building, as far as the vault and the suppression system and the costs. I know some of the townships are actually scanning some of the materials, but there's a couple significant costs to getting that done, and so it probably needs to be done at some time.
I mean, once we get back into a permanent space, we'll have room to store these. So this is kind of a temporary thing.
And I think it's
The old jail, it's a good idea, but I don't think that space, I don't think we're ready to start moving stuff in there.
In one of
Right now,
the storage areas, we do have some court stuff,
Oh.
We
larger hold, in one of the larger holding
Well, we-
cells.
talked about this, the only other thing that we need to discuss as far as the humidity and the maintaining some of these records, it's not, it might be something we can look into. But I know some of those records are pretty fragile at this point because which is why this facility that we're looking at, there, it is temperature and environmentally controlled, so, but, hopefully we'll get that straightened off, but for right now, that's where they're stored at is not an adequate spot. Any more discussion? Hey, seeing none, Madam Clerk, roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope,
Yes.
Commissioner Weber,
No.
Commissioner Campbell,
No.
Commissioner Engler.
Yes.
5 ayes, 2 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you. Next up, Commissioner Hope.
Yep. Item 8, secure alarm proposal for panic buttons. Motion reads move to approve the proposal and agreement. Secure alarm for panic buttons at a cost of $5,196.71 for installation and $45 a month for service, and approve the attached budget amendment 2026-03 BOC and authorize the board chairperson to sign.
Support.
Been moved by Hope, supported by Marino. Discussion.
This will, allow the installation of 3 panic buttons in this building. And they will go right to 911, and it'll also, send an email to all the employees, that there's some sort of an emergency going on. So, something that we hope we never need, but if we do need it, it's good to be prepared.
And we talked about maybe looking into a few other locations for those too, right? At some point.
We just started having the conversations on that, but nothing's set in stone on that one. We're also looking at them if, we renovate the other building about they would be incorporated into that as well, because I believe they're also in the trial court as well. So it kind of is getting more, so we hopefully would get better pricing at that point.
So we could roll all this into one package and not
And
have,
eventually, yes, that's the hope, yes.
because I would like to see the county clerk's office as well as the current county administration building receive something like this.
Okay. But if we, like for the current locations, see if we can get something set up for current locations for the clerk's office at the old jail and ours at the 610 and we'll, let's get going on that.
Okay. Any more discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Yes.
Commissioner Weber,
Yes.
Commissioner Campbell,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Yes,
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
thank you. Commissioner Campbell, you want to grab the next one?
Yes. Change order 1 for bathhouse renovations. Move to approve change order number 1 in the amount of $7,320 to the contract with Isabella Corporation for a total contract amount not to exceed $400,320 for renovations to the campground bathhouse at Herrick Recreational Area, and authorize the board chairman to sign the same.
Support.
Moved by Campbell, supported Marino. Discussion. Parks Director explained quite a bit on it and that,
Basically, everything on the roof was getting replaced except for the fascia and soffit, and they just decided to do it all, is what it,
instead of having everything new except for
except for
that,
that, yeah.
it didn't really make sense. And to try to put it in later after everything was already built would probably cost a little bit more in time and looks, so. Okay, any more discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Commissioner Swain,
Yes.
Yes.
Commissioner Weber,
Yes.
Commissioner Campbell.
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski.
Yes.
Commissioner Marino.
Yes.
Commissioner Engler.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays, motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Moreno, you want to take item 10, please?
Sure. Delinquent water billings roll. The motion reads, move to approve the delinquent water billings roll as submitted by the Board of Public Works for properties within Lake Isabella Forest Number 2 subdivision. Approval constitutes a lien on the property as provided by ordinance number 1 of 1975 as amended.
Support.
Been moved by Moreno, supported by Jazinski. Discussion. Pretty simple.
Just
It's, we have a compiled list of delinquent water accounts for Isabella County Water Supply System Number 1, Lake Isabella. And these accounts are as of September 1st, 2025, are 6 months or more delinquent. The purpose of this item is to inform the board commissioners that these delinquent accounts will be placed on the December 2025 tax roll.
Okay, any more discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, roll call.
Commissioner Hope,
Yes.
Commissioner Weber.
Yes.
Commissioner Campbell,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski.
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swain.
yes.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays, motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Jazinski, you want to take this one?
Letter of agreement between Isabella County Dispatchers, POAM, and Isabella County. Motion reads, move to approve the letter of agreement between Isabella County Dispatchers, POAM, and Isabella County to allow dispatchers to voluntarily donate accumulated sick leave to one another as circumstances arise, subject to mutual agreement and consistent with county policies and procedures.
Support.
Been moved by Jazinski, supported by Swaney. You weren't here, but if you want to talk to it, if you're not, I will.
Has a practice amongst its non-represented employees. And because this is a union contract, we need to have a letter of agreement to allow them to be able to do that. And it seems reasonable. You never can tell when somebody has something catastrophic, and you might have other employees that are willing to help support you during a time of stress. So it's a good letter of agreement.
Okay, any more discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Weber,
Yes.
Commissioner Campbell,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski.
Yes.
Yes.
Commissioner Swain,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler.
Yes,
7 ayes, 0 nays, motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
thank you. Commissioner Swaney, you can finish us off here.
Elimination of the Human Resources Specialist position. Motion reads, move to approve the elimination of the Human Resources Specialist position and creation of the new position of Human Resources Manager at pay grades of 11-9.
Support.
Been moved by Swaney, supported by Jazinski. Do you want to address this? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just briefly touch on it again. With the human resources specialist leaving, there's a position open. And typically when you have a position open like that, you want to go through and look and see, look at the job duties. When I came on board 11 months ago, this was like a position that I was always looking at, because I think with the number of FTEs that we have at the county, and to have it rely on a specialist position was overwhelming for that position with 1 to 3 years experience. So I'm looking at eliminating, so it's not changing any FTEs numbers, it's staying the same. I'm just eliminating the generalist and creating a manager position. Some of the highlights is that now currently the payroll person reports to the finance director and the specialist would report to me. Here I'm having the payroll person report to this manager position now. That way you got some backup and duplicate things going on within that area, that they can both handle some of the payroll stuff on that. making that they're managing instead of just coordinating. Conducts research of personnel laws and regulations, determining the implications for the county personnel program and draft revised policies if necessary. These are all new things. Works with department heads to ensure personnel policies are being adhered to and provide guidance for disciplinary action if necessary. Manage the county's compensation plans, ensures compliance with all employment laws. I'm looking at 3 to 5 years progressively more experience rather than the 1 to 3.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I've always thought since came onto this board that we should be more comprehensive in our hiring practices, and I think this is a really good move.
Commissioner Joseph.
That function is a tremendous amount of responsibility, and there's a tremendous amount of liability for the county too, if things aren't done right. If this provides additional dollars and we can get somebody that's better suited to the needs of this county, I'm all for it. And I do like the fact that it listed the having somebody with experience with state and federal employment law.
Made sure I added that one in there.
They're just for me, huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
any more?
the other thing is it's getting more and more technical. I mean, we've got legislature now, we've got fringe benefits for part-time people. I mean, it's something that has a lot of responsibility.
And there's a lot of personnel policies that have been modified here and there, but we need to do a comprehensive look at the overall personnel policies and update them where necessary.
Okay, any more discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Campbell,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Sweeney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope,
Yes.
Commissioner Weber,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you. That concludes the committee reports. We have no intergovernmental affairs. Administrator Controller, would you like to comment?
Just one comment, tribal 2% disbursement is next Monday at 11 o'clock. And so once we go there and get it, I will send out an email to everybody explaining what requests were granted and for how much. So looking forward to going out there, and it's always nice to get the check, and very generous of what the tribe has given the county and over all these years.
All the board members are welcome to attend if they've never been.
Attend, let me know, so that way I can give them a list of who's going to attend, but it's Monday at 11.
Okay. With that, we have no unfinished business, no new business. We will open this up to general public comment on any topic. Please state your name, restrict your comments to 3 minutes. So we have open mic. Yes.
My name is Ralph Lang, and I'm working with, as a volunteer for Special Olympics. Next year in June, they are doing their national event is in June, and I know they've been hosted here. I didn't know that, and I found out today. So if I'm wrong, someone told me. And anyway, the event is, they've got 80 athletes from all around Michigan that are going to be going to Minneapolis in June next year. And each of the athletes is responsible for raising about $1,500. And that covers their transportation and whatever else. Even if they don't raise the money, they still get their spot. But I was talking to this big guy at Special Olympics, and he said, we don't normally do anything to support them. You know, we help them create a page, and 3 minutes. I'm partnered up with Caitlin Rush, who's on the track team at Ferris, and we are trying to coordinate different events. Well, in town right now, we're at Hunter's Ale House is one, but we've got some places in Rapids also. I'm working with Paul Quant, who's a professor at Ferris State University, and he's a music, entertainment, and business program. So he's got his students who are going to help us with our marketing. And this is something that, according to the Special Olympics guy, said we've never done it this way. And the fact that the headquarters is here in Mount Pleasant, I'm not asking for anything, but maybe help and an ear if there's any way to facilitate. This is my time. I'm not I'm not making money off of this. It's just an important cause to me and a lot of other people. Anyway, it's a huge opportunity for the city of Mount Pleasant to ring your bell. If we can put together, if I'm successful, we've got 2 colleges, and then my niece also is Macomb Community College in the Detroit area. So we've got 3 colleges that are going to be loosely coordinating together to raise money for to help the students raise money. It's important to the students. They're competitors, which means they want to cross the line. I don't want to just give them money. I want to help them reach their fundraising goals. And maybe we can change the model that Special Olympics is using for how they do some of their fundraising, just by setting a good example of how to do it once. And I know I'm going to make a bunch of dumb mistakes, but I'm not going to do it on purpose. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Sir, could you sign in, please?
Okay. Anybody else?
I wasn't going to, but I'm going to as a taxpayer and county clerk. I guess I'm kind of devastated. I feel like we just wasted $13,000 on register of deeds, storing her. Whatever, they're already back scanned. All of them are her files. Mine are not in the county clerk's office. She does not have to have them under any certain controlled heat or cold or anything. They have to be off the floor. I just feel that things need to be researched more. The mortgages are the only things that have not been back scanned, but those are 40 years and back, and those books are never used. So I just think more questions need to be asked on these things, and then we could save a little more money.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, I would like to close the public comment. We'll open it up for announcements. I would like to make a comment because we usually don't. We're getting back, Peter. We usually don't comment during public comment, but I know with the Special Olympics, if would like to get on the agenda to make a presentation sometime, I'm sure we would be more than willing to listen to that, to have a formal agenda, so you can just get a hold of either Brian or somebody here, and we can schedule if you want to do a presentation. I'm sure I'm not speaking too far off from the board, but we'd like to hear that, or at least I'd like to hear that. Okay, announcements. Okay, yes, sir.
Administrator Smith and I did attend the Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works Board of Directors meeting yesterday in Saginaw. We have taken on fiduciary responsibility for that organization. It's a multi-county, Michigan Works agency. Excuse me. The CEO, Kristen Wenzel, said that the transition is going really well. She thanked Isabella County staff. She said they've been great to work with. So that's moving along. We reviewed a whole lot of job programs. The government shutdown has disrupted their funding, but hopefully that'll come back on track and get the funding back in place for those job programs.
Okay, and just a reminder, there's a council of government meeting tomorrow at the medical care facility at 7, so if anybody wants to attend, they can.
Will,
yes,
will the state representatives actually be there? Because I noticed they listed legislative updates and they listed state representatives, county administrator and nurse, and they listed all nurse. And I was other than getting the agenda.
sometimes they're
okay.
there and sometimes they're not, depends a lot of time what's happening down there in
Like-
Lansing or whatever.
They're hoping that any of the above will be
Yes,
there? Okay.
They usually try to. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're there
Yeah.
quite a bit. but-
I have seen the state reps there. I wasn't saying that I'd be surprised if they're there. I'm just was wondering if they actually have invited them, if anyone knew.
They do invite them. I do know that, so. Okay, yes, Commissioner Jelazinski.
Did listen to the last week's committee meeting, and I know that we had an elected official that came forward that somewhat concerned with the financial, not the financial, the HR manager's position in light of, I think she said that she didn't have enough funds to carry out her mandated requirements, constitutionally mandated requirements of her job. I'm just thinking, I know we went through the process of developing that 24-25 year budget. We had went on a zero base. I think Tobin and the commissioner, former Commissioner Embry and I worked with administration and I can tell you that just about every department and every elected official's office gave up something because we had to come up with some very steep budget cuts. And we did it. But I know when we came out of that process, we were concerned that we made these decisions, but we wouldn't know the impacts of them until we had a full year under our belt, whether or not we cut too much and so on. When I heard the fact that somebody was feeling that they had insufficient funds, I'm just wondering, do we have a way to quantify? If we have somebody that comes forward, elected official comes forward that says, I need additional funds to carry out my constitutionally mandated functions, do we have a way to quantify that? Is there a process that we should be using to make sure that we are meeting the needs of all the elected officials in the county? Just a concern I had when I heard that.
It's not an easy question, that it's complicated, but we do need to look at all of it.
I know we have our normal budgeting process that all
Yeah.
comes into consideration, but if something comes up, how do we quantify that if somebody does not have sufficient funds to carry out their required positions? So just a thought.
Okay, any more announcements, comments? Okay, seeing none, I'll entertain motion.
So moved.
Support.
Moved by Hope, supported by Marino. All in favor of adjournment, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. We are adjourned at 5:54.